Alright, we're good on the computer, we're good on YouTube, we're good on the TV, and it's saying we're good on YouTube. Welcome back, everybody. We are on episode 18 of this series. I just shook my controller. So there's our goodest boy, Asher. And so it is absolutely time for us to keep up with the grind. I think I'm only going to do 50 Great Balls this time. And I think... I did sell the Pokeballs and the Premier Balls. But it's... So there's 20, 30, 40, 50. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Diglett Tunnel, and we are going to keep up the grind. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of the screen. How's that look? A little bit back. A little bit more. And the happy medium. There we go. Alright, so we got 50 Great Balls. We've got Diglett Cave. And we've got a good time ahead of us. I'm going to also make sure I have my list of things to talk about. Thank you, my producer, ChatGPT. Not endorsed, but it is very helpful. So, where did we leave off? Updates and rumors is... Actually, no. We left off with nostalgia and memories. Team building challenges. That's something I have to vent about for a hot moment. It's looking like I'm going to be able to go to the Pittsburgh Regional. So I gotta start team building because today is August 1st and it just hit me that Pittsburgh is on September 8th. And what that means is that I have 1 week and a month until Pittsburgh, and that's terrifying. So, get ready first. So that means I have 5 weeks to pick out, build a team. I'm nowhere near ready. I've been working on one team, but that team's more for the channel than for like actual competition. So I have some rethinking to do. I do have an idea of what I would like to try to make work. But I don't know. I'm going to test it out a little bit on Showdown after I record this. And I'm going to test out... No, I'm just going to go straight into testing that. I'll show you guys the fun team, the best of one team that I'm trying to come up with some other time on the channel. But it is kind of getting to crunch time now. One thing that I have been thinking about is looking into Metafy and seeing what it takes to be a coach on Metafy, because I do have a template that I use for my VGC prep. I don't gen my Pokemon because I just get too nervous that I'm gonna get caught and banned. I don't know if Pokemon cares anymore about genning Pokemon as long as they're like not cheated and are still legal. I understand the premise that making your own Pokemon just takes a lot of time, and that's why I want to start now. but I have a template, so I've been thinking about selling or like building using my template, charging people $5. Send me the paste of your team, the Poke Paste of your VGC team, and I'll fill in the template of the to-do list. Because I have everything all set up and figured out. I know I've done a lot of research on what is the most time efficient way to do everything, and yeah, so that's pretty good. It's fun. And it's satisfying to do. I find it satisfying to just do the grind and like actually make the Pokemon, hyper train them, catch them, evolve them, because sometimes you gotta do the whole trading nonsense and all that jazz. So yep, there's that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start working on that soon, which means that I'm gonna have a lot more VGC content coming out in August, even though this video is gonna come out in late September, early October. See if I actually did it. Let me know in the comments. Did I successfully post content getting ready for Pittsburgh? Because if I did, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. Comment down below. Did I do what I said I would do? Because honestly, I'm really liking running this Nuzlocke. It's been a lot of fun just recording and talking, and I'm surprised how much I'm enjoying it. Maybe I just like hearing myself talk. That's really egotistical. I don't know. I think it's more, I like Pokemon. I like getting to play Pokemon, and having an excuse to play a game that I really enjoy is very relieving. It makes me feel like I'm doing something productive making these videos. So like I get to check off the box and like say, yes, I did something productive today, even though it was play video games and all this stuff. So it's just doing what you love. I guess it all comes back to just doing what you love. Next thing, Pokemon merchandise. I did actually prep for this moment. I was teaching summer school today, and this is literally what one of my kids gave me. Anytime my kids give me a Pokemon card, I always say like, no, if you don't want it, you should sell it, you should get some money. But especially with a card like this, with a full art Celebrations Professor's Research, I'm like, you gotta sell it. If you don't want it, sell it. Like, get $10 for that. But I guess that's part of one of the satisfying parts of building relationships. So teachers, remember, the most important thing you can do, in my professional opinion, is build relationships with your students. And that comes from sharing a little bit of yourself with them. And for me, I share my love of Pokemon, and half the grade usually picks on me. The other half, it's like, you really do that? Like, I like Pokemon too. And I'm like, yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. So, but even the half that picks on me, like, I'm not afraid to pick on myself. I am a nerd. I'm a math teacher. I'm supposed to be a nerd. Like, nerd is part of the math teacher job description. So, yeah. But yeah, I got a full heart Celebrations Professor's Research with Professor Oak on it today. And my jaw just dropped. This is gonna get framed. Because this was my chase card from the celebration set, and teachers complain about their salaries enough on social media or like the news outlets, all that stuff. So I won't go there. But I wasn't gonna waste my money on this one. I could buy food to live. So getting this as a gift today was such a highlight of my day. Yeah. That's why I teach. Sometimes when you build relationships with your students, they surprise you in awesome ways. Anywho, other news of Pokemon merchandise and money. I bought the special edition Pokemon Switch. 2 days later, there's leaks about the next gen Switch coming out and a Pokemon game potentially coming out on the next gen Switch. So, because I bought my Switch pre-owned about 5-6 years ago. As soon as Sword and Shield came out, I bought my Switch, pretty much. And I got my Switch pre-owned, and I've put countless hours into it. And the joystick drift is crazy. I don't want to buy. I would be on my 4th and 5th joysticks because I did buy an extra left joystick because the drift was getting really bad. So I bought a pre-owned left Joy-Con, left Joy-Con. But now both of the joysticks are starting to drift. So it's just kind of time for me to get a new Switch. But then when they announced that they're coming out with a next gen, that was kind of upsetting. I haven't set up my new Switch yet. I haven't transferred all of the data over. Maybe I'll do that once summer school ends. I will definitely be doing it before Pittsburgh. I forget, oh, that answers that question. I was just about to say, when does Paris evolve, or do I need to go get a leaf stone? There we go. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah. The dock for the special edition, the GameStop exclusive Scarlet Violet special edition Switch, the dock alone is just so cool. I'm very excited to set that up. That's not going to come to this setup. That's going to go into my living room just so I can show it off more. And get to see it every single day. Because sometimes I'm not in my office, but I am almost always in my living room. New school year. Sorry, wind tunnel, AC. But new school year, what is it called? Resolution. I want to have breakfast every single day this school year. That's going to be my resolution. I don't know what my reward is. I'm going to make a SMART goal. Go through the SMART goal chart. And I'm going to definitely do all of that. Figure out what my reward is. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Because then I'll have another reason to sit in my living room on the couch and just look and admire my Scarlet and Violet special edition Switch dock. What would make me really happy is if the next gen Switch still can use the Switch dock, that would be magnificent. Then I wouldn't be as upset. With, you know, quote unquote wasting my money. The GameStop cashier though agreed that the dock alone was worth every single penny. What the heck? There we go. And we landed great throw. I hate the jumping to the sides. Oh, jeez. I think I hear an ice cream truck in my neighborhood, which is really kind of concerning because I live on a crazy busy road. So if we have an ice cream truck, that's children running into the middle of, it's not a highway, but it's got root in its name. Obviously I'm not going to say my address on a video that's going to get posted to the internet. But yeah, I live right off of a street with root in the name, and if something has root in the name, you can assume all of the cars are speeding down it and going really fast. So if I hear an ice cream truck, that's a big red flag. I no longer hear the ice cream truck though, so hopefully we're all good. Community spotlights. Highlight members of the Pokemon community who create fan art, fan games, or other content. I'm not going to get into fan games of the video game because, you know, there's been a couple games that got shut down because they were fan made. The most notable one was like 2017. There was a big fan game that came out and got shut down real quick. Like I think it went viral, and then 2 days later, everyone was like, "Where did it go?" So not gonna talk about fan games. Pokemon Community. I mean, I'm watching. So, what VGC channels am I watching right now? Right now, I'm watching Cybertron. Because he's who got me through Sword and Shield. Right now he's not posting as much as he did during Sword and Shield. So I've been watching a lot of Pokesports too, because they're on fire, posting daily content that's very well produced, very well organized. They got a great community backing them up. They are really good about listening to their fans and their Discord members. I have to join their Discord. I don't know why I haven't yet. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of Pokesports, Cybertron whenever I can. James Beck, as I mentioned in the last episode, I've been watching a lot of him. Yeah, and then been listening to the Beast Coast podcasts episodes. They're pretty good too. They have a lot of really good reflection on the state of the meta, and their predictions are spot on. So yeah, that's, if you're looking for people to watch, that's who I would recommend. I will post all of my VGC subscriptions. I will post in in the description down below if you're looking for more VGC content. TCG content, I do play TCG a little bit. Keep trying to get Greninja V Union to work. V Union's tough to make work. So for those of you that don't play the card game, what the V Union mechanic is you have to, before you can play a Pokemon, you have to get all 4 pieces of the V Union into your discard pile, which is really, really challenging sometimes. So you have to discard all 4 pieces, and then you get like this uber powerful Pokemon that you get to just throw into play and say, I'm gonna do everything I can to win now that I have it. But usually you're so far behind in the game that you end up losing whenever you're playing Greninja V Union. Mewtwo V Union though has seen a lot of success because it can heal itself. So even if you are falling behind, you get to heal all of the damage off of the Mewtwo. So that's why that one's seen some success. Ooh, this is tough. I love Mirror Move. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Focus Energy. But yeah, that one's good. So I'm trying to get Greninja V Union to work, but it's struggle buses. Then what else? But I do watch a good bit of TCG stuff too. So for that, I'm watching a lot of the Shuffle Squad. Love the Shuffle Squad. I've met a couple of those guys and gals at some local events, and they're a really cool group. Super awesome community over there. Super supportive, and one of the managers is one of the guys at the local venue that I go to for TCG stuff. And they started VGC like 2 months ago. Right before NAIC, they started VGC. So I go there now for VGC locals too, which is a lot of fun. Usually it's just 3 of us that go, sometimes 4. But it's a lot of fun, and they're just great. One of the managers that I play a good bit, he is also a great teacher. So we obviously locals sometimes attract kids, and he's just a great teacher at the game too. He's able to explain the things to the juniors in great ways. So highly recommend their channel. I'll put them first because they got great content. They're great people. I can say from personal experience. So other TCG players, who is on my subscriptions right now? Azul GG, obviously. Azul GG, Tricky Gem for sure. Switch account. That's my old account. This one. Just take me back to regular YouTube. I don't need YouTube Studio right now. Where's regular YouTube? Popsicle Night, if you do anything with TCG and you don't watch the there it is. There is the buffering issues. I'm gonna just see if I can. Save it. Can I save the stream? If not, I'm going to... It looks like it's coming through just slowly. So I'm gonna keep going. There it is. It's back to excellent. Okay. Sorry about that. If there's any issues with the video. It's fixed within a minute, so should be okay. Where was I though? So Popsicle Night. If you're into TCG, Popsicle Night is so great. He builds the most ridiculous decks and some of the most ridiculous combos. He hardly ever covers the meta stuff. He just comes up with some awesome combos. Like, there's this one Radiant Steelix card. Oh, love Radiant Steelix. Highly recommend watching that video because it's hilarious. So what Radiant Steelix does is, obviously, you want to have cards when you're playing a card game. What Radiant Steelix does says, no, we don't do that. We don't do that here. We discard the entire deck. Just whole deck. Gone. All of it. All of it is just gone. You discard the whole thing except for one card. So you don't lose the game. But yeah, you discard your whole deck and then you do 20 damage for each energy card you discarded in that way. So you can hit a lot of damage, potentially, by discarding, your whole deck. If you didn't realize that was what happened. When you discard like 40 cards, you're probably going to hit a good couple energy cards. So, yeah. Radiant Steelix. Awesome card. No idea how to use it myself, but it has a lot of potential. I'll just say that. Nobody ever plays it because who really wants to discard their entire deck? No one. So yeah. Yep. Definitely watch Zapdos TCG. Or not Zapdos, that's Popsicle Night. Zapdos TCG covers a lot more meta stuff. He's good. He's enthusiastic, which I like. Enthusiasm is exciting. Alright. That's pretty much all I got for encouraging the community. Or like hyping up the rest of the community. Updates and rumors. I try to stay caught up with all of like the Centro leaks and Riddler coup stuff, but and usually they're all correct, but right now I guess I'm not thrilled with the most recent riddle. I love the pattern of release a new generation, remake a generation using that new generation's gimmick. So like I think back to Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon released, then Alpha, Sapphire, and Omega Ruby released. So we got the Mega Evolution part from... Oh wait, that's not Sun and Moon. X and Y and Alpha and Omega So X and Y released Mega Evolution, and then Omega and Alpha were just Ruby and Sapphire all over again with Mega Evolution, which ended up changing the whole plot and everything, and it was magnificent. I loved it. I was all for all of it. And then what else? I feel like there was another game that did it. No, not really. I love that pattern. So I really just like hope for that as the repetition. Yeah, so but then with Sun and Moon, and what did they remake with Sun and Moon? They didn't remake anything. They just went Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And then they remade Diamond and Pearl with nothing. They just remade those and just said, here you go, here's fairy types. That's all that happened in the Gen 4 remakes, if we're being completely honest. The Underground was a little bit better in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But then we also got Legends Arceus. So it sounds like the current trend line is, or leak is that Gen 5 is getting remade in some capacity, or we're going back to Unova, and we are getting a Legends style game. I loved Legends Arceus. It was a lot of fun. But you play through it once and you're kind of all set. There's no Nuzlocke real opportunity, or like you can't, if you pick a different starter, that can sometimes change your entire playthrough of a game when it's a traditional Pokemon game. Because like, I think of, let's go Diamond and Pearl. You pick Chimchar, you don't get your Ponyta, because Ponyta is the only fire type in the game, really. But like, if you pick Piplup or Turtwig and you want a fire type, you kind of have to go with Ponyta, or you can go Magmar if you have the right version, because I believe that was a version exclusive. But like, there's that level of it. Every single time you play through a traditional Pokemon game, it's a little bit different. I know gyms stay the same, Pokemon's, or the routes stay the same, but the Pokemon you pick along the way change drastically. With Legends, you don't really have that. You get your one starter and then you get the two post game. But like, it's just a very well built game. So you don't have to think about like, this is the only fire type you can get. It's a really well built game, so you get all of those choices the first time you play it. And all of the choices are the same on the second time that you play it. So that I guess that's my perspective, is that the playthrough value is just a little bit lower, in my opinion, on Legends. I'm not saying that there's anything bad with it, because again, it was an incredible game. I would love for that open world style format to continue, because I think it was, minus the bugs of Scarlet and Violet, I think it set up Scarlet and Violet really well. I didn't even throw it crooked that time. But yeah. Yep. Community events. I'm doing Community Day. I think it's next weekend for the Greninja raid. Very excited. I'm really hopeful to get a shiny Greninja. I would love a shiny Battle Bond Greninja, but I don't know how to get the Battle Bond ability. Just a regular old Greninja, because I don't think you can. So, that's kind of a shame. Then, second weekend of the Rillaboom raid. 7-star raid is this weekend, and now I'm realizing the importance of making sure that I do the Rillaboom raid, because that's how I'm going to get all of my experience candy for Pittsburgh. That's really good for me to know. Thank you all for being here while I made that realization. That's going to be really important. Because who knows if we're going to have another 7-star raid before Pittsburgh. I bet we don't. It's early September. So we would have to have 2 in August. We would have to have another 7-star raid at the tail end of August. Or hopefully there's some sort of like, oh, the Blissey raid would be fantastic. The Blissey raid, like, Wild Worlds is going on, they say, we're gonna do the Blissey raid event. That would be chef's kiss. Magnificent. I'm realizing now how many quick candies we're getting from these streaks for the catch combos. How many quick candies do we have? I think we got a couple quick candies. I think we got a couple quick candies. Oh. Okie dokie. What else? What else? What else? I guess I gotta figure out when my locals is having their VGC tournament. Hopefully they schedule it closer to the end of August. Do I pick something meta, or do I pick something I enjoy? I think I pick something I enjoy. So I think I know the team that I'm gonna play. I just gotta get it back because I kind of traded it away with a friend. So getting it back should not be an issue. So then I gotta refine it, get all the EVs correct for the new meta. There is a tech that I want to try out. I want to try Focus Sash Flutter Mane. Because, like, I've been thinking about it. The only things that are faster than Flutter Mane, really, that you have to worry about is Regieleki and Iron Bundle. Neither of which can really one-shot you. And then there's also the only other thing you have to worry about is Shadow Sneak and Bullet Punch. So if you figure, well, Shadow Sneak and Bullet Punch are still faster technically than Regieleki and Iron Bundle. What are the chances that somebody leads Shadow Sneak, or one of the 2 priority and one of the 2 faster Pokemon? Honestly, I would say those chances are slim. So if you run a Focus Sash, you can still get your hit off and put the booster energy somewhere else or the choice spec somewhere else. And Fluttermane hits hard enough. Like, you can, if you can get 2 Dazzling Gleams off with Fluttermane, you're having a great day. You're not just having a great day, you're having an awesome day. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Is I'm thinking Focus Sash Fluttermane. I want to call it there because I'm out of Great Balls. So I think that's going to be it. That's what I'm going to leave you all with. Is Focus Sash Fluttermane. Go back through, watch, fingers crossed. I've done my work with prep for Pittsburgh. But hopefully maybe you'll see Focus Sash Fluttermane. And we get a pretty wing. It's like a penny for our thoughts. If you guys don't mind, please share this video. Subscribe if you aren't. Like the video. I just was promoting today's Tuesday, so our first grinding episode, so I think it's episode 10, just got dropped today. And the coolest thing, over the last 5 hours, the Instagram post has been shared 7 times. So I feel like things are starting to get promoted more and more by you all, by people. So thank you guys for the support. I love it. And again, this is coming out August 1st, so who knows? Things might have changed. But I know that I'm loving it. The TikTok I posted, 255 views in the first 5 hours. Like, this is awesome. So, thanks. Have a great rest of your day. I know it's been 2 slower episodes, but stay tuned because next episode is the big one, the big kahuna. We're taking on Erica in the Celadon City gym next time, I believe. So we're going to take on the gym and then go back to Lavender Tower. So yeah, check that out, and I will see you all next time. Peace.